Good afternoon and welcome to this live webinar. My name is Rochelle and I'm part of the team based here in Wellington. Joining me today will also be our Enterprise Advisor, Lucy Weimer, who is based in Auckland, for the Young Enterprise Trust. In this webinar, we will be covering the Startup Program. This is aimed at Year 10 and 11 students and aligned with the Level 1 Achievement Standards for Business Studies. So to begin with, Enterprise is an important part of the New Zealand curriculum. The curriculum vision opens with the statement that we should produce creative, energetic and enterprising students. The environment in which our young people live and will work in the future is changing, and to be successful in this environment they do need to be confident, connected, actively involved and lifelong learners. The Startup Program is aligned to the New Zealand curriculum. It's a fun and authentic way to engage your students in experiential learning. As I mentioned, the Startup is an experiential learning program. It's built around the delivery of Business Studies Achievement Standard 90842 or Achievement Standard 1.6. Carry out and review a product-based business activity within a classroom context with direction. It is an authentic and fun learning experience that enables students to develop the enterprising attributes while running a small one-off business enterprise. At the end of the program, students submit their entry into the Startup Company of the Year competition for a chance to win an all-expenses-paid trip to Wellington and receive their award at the prestigious Lion Foundation Young Enterprise Scheme National Awards. More about that later on in the webinar. First of all, who is Startup for? It is aimed at Year 11 students and designed to be delivered within a school term. We do know of some teachers who are delivering the program to their able Year 10 students, though Year 11 seems to be the most popular. You know your students. It can be delivered as part of a full-year Level 1 Business Studies course or in combination with the Level 1 Economics or Accounting Achievement Standards. It can also be integrated into a cross-curricular course. If integrated into a cross-curricular course, on the screen you will see the links established in the Startup Program beside each subject area. Within the teaching resource that is available, there is key vocabulary from the academic and subject-specific area. Also available is a section on how your students will be encouraged to develop the key competency or competencies during the different units. So why do we have a resource called Startup? Many of you may be familiar with our flagship program, the Lion Foundation Young Enterprise Scheme, or YES for short. This is aimed at our Year 12 and 13 students and is a great way of teaching business studies while aligning to that learning of Level 2 and Level 3 achievement standards. The YES program has been around for 30-something years and still remains a very strongly supported experience for students. The Young Enterprise Trust Enterprise Study Resources, which creates a junior version of YES, is aimed at the Year 9 and 10 students, also very popular. This is incorporated to the teaching resources of Market Day and Enterprising People. Some of you may be delivering one or both of these enterprise programs, but it left a big gap at Year 11. With the introduction of the Business Challenge several years ago, which was aimed at Year 11 students, it was so widely received that we continue to run a waitlist for this program. For 2014 it is named the BP Business Challenge. But after getting the students excited and engaged over a 3-day period, teachers were still left with no formal program to continue teaching. Hence, Startup was born. Startup allows students to continue to be excited and engaged while earning those valuable NCEA credits. We hope that you will be excited and engaged when you deliver the program to the students as well. So, how long does it really take to deliver such a program? We suggest 10 weeks to deliver the Startup program. This, however, is school dependent. If 10 weeks were broken down, it would include the following. In week 1, the students are focusing on team building activities and forming groups, including allocating roles to individuals and potential product brainstorming for their company. By week 2, the students are developing a business name, a logo. They're researching resourcing needed for their products. They're focusing on startup capital and conducting SWOT analysis. For week 3, the focus is on market research. They're preparing surveys, collecting and collating data, and presenting their research findings. Week 4 and 6 is around writing the all-important business plan. Students will be taught what it is to plan, production plan, marketing plan, financials, objectives, and writing all this for their own company. But by week 7, the focus switches from planning to preparing. Market day is a huge highlight and requires a lot of planning before it goes ahead. By week 9, the students are reviewing and reflecting. Their financial performance is reviewed along with a group debrief and an individual review. The final week focuses on preparation for entry into the Startup Company of the Year. As I mentioned, I will cover this shortly. If you do have longer to allocate to the program, then all of these can be stretched out and modified depending on the time you have available. It is important to remember the role of the teacher. Startup is an active, hands-on learning experience. To encourage this, the teacher role is that of a mentor and a facilitator. The title of AS 90842 is to carry out and review a product-based business activity within a classroom context, keywords with direction. Teachers will sit down with each company at their table, perhaps listen to their ideas, monitor their progress, provide that all-important feedback and feed forward, offer guidance, advice, support, and help those students meet the deadlines and run a successful mini-business enterprise. Teachers direct students by identifying what they should be doing in each lesson and by showing them the available resources to help them complete that business plan and carry out and review their one-off business activity to a very high standard. So now you know a little bit about Startup, how it got started, why we have it, but the resources are available to you are the important part. The Trust offers a free online comprehensive teacher's manual. The manual provides all the resources and guidance that you as a teacher need to deliver this program to your students. We have updated and changed it for 2014. So if you do have a previous resource, we encourage you to download this new version for free. A closer look at that manual. Within the manual, the planning section at the start of the manual is extremely useful. We've created a number of documents to assist you in your reporting. There are unit outlines, scheme of work, a unit plan exemplar as shown on the screen there, a teacher's checklist for planning a market day for the achievement standard 90842. The bulk of the teaching resource, however, is broken down into those weeks. As I mentioned, we set a 10-week approach. On the screen you'll see a screenshot of the teaching notes for week 1 and how the students create a company. The format remains the same throughout the manual, regardless of the topic, in that there is an introduction to the topic, there are some tips on delivering or achieving the desired outcomes, there is a wide range of teaching and learning activities for the students, and finally throughout the sections they include student worksheets to provide evidence of that learning. On the screen there you will see an example of the student worksheet that is contained in the teacher's manual. Here the students need to complete their role within the company. For this particular section we also have a PowerPoint available to assist with the delivery of this pre-teach for the company roles in your classroom. On the screen there is the PowerPoint available through the Resource Centre, along with the Teacher's Manual. As you will see, it is a blank template. Please feel free to modify, use this, add imagery to make it more suitable for your students and more desirable. Other teaching and learning resources include financial exemplars. These are examples to help assist the students with their spreadsheets, their cash flow and budget, and income statements. We also include business plan exemplars for you and the students. The one on your screen there is actually on the team named the Kangaroos, producing a kangaroo burger. As well as exemplars, we also have a presentation of photos for market day examples. These are to give the students an idea of the different types of businesses that have been established and the level of presentation required for their market day. All of these that I'm showcasing are part of the teaching and learning package. The final part of the resource is that by participating in Achievement Standard 90842, the students are eligible to enter the Startup Company of the Year competition. The competition has been designed to align with the Achievement Standard. Students can enter the competition with very little additional work, as most of these entry requirements match the evidence required for the Achievement Standard 90842. On the screen there I have a criteria list which the students will need to submit. A copy of this can be found in the Teacher's Manual, along with the all-important entry form. Students will need to submit the entry form to be eligible for this competition. This is a checklist for the students to ensure that they submit absolutely everything and do not miss a step. The competition will run over 2 separate rounds. On your screen there you will see round 1. So for those teachers who are delivering in Term 1 and Term 2 this Achievement Standard, your entry deadline is Friday the 25th of July. The winning teams will be notified on Friday the 8th. For those who are teaching or delivering perhaps in Term 2 or Term 1, there is also a round 2 where you can complete an entry deadline by Friday the 17th of October. Winning teams notified by Friday the 24th. The Young Enterprise Trust and a panel of judges will select the best 10 entries from each round. The top 3 teams from each round will be chosen as our Excellence Award winners. They will be awarded a Certificate of Excellence and $400 worth of gift vouchers. The remaining 7 teams from each round will be chosen as our Merit Award winners. They also will be awarded a Certificate of Merit and $80 worth of gift vouchers. The top 3 teams from each of those rounds will be invited to present via Skype on Wednesday the 29th of October for the overall selection of Company of the Year. This winner will be announced on the 30th of October. The all-important prize, the winning team, up to a maximum of 4 students, and their teacher, will win an all-expenses-paid overnight trip to Wellington. This will be on Wednesday the 10th of December. The students and teacher will engage in a capital city experience during the day, and in the evening be invited to the Young Enterprise Scheme National Awards Dinner to receive their Startup of the Year trophy. Those dates, should you miss them, will be announced through various emails sent to you in our correspondence. So just to recap, the Startup Teaching and Learning Suite includes a teacher's guide, a PowerPoint for choosing that job role for the students, a Market Day photo workshop which shows the students a presentation around how they need to present their Market Day, a financial exemplar, and a business plan exemplar. All of these are available on our website. To access them, you do need to go to youngenterprise.org.nz. You will see a drop-down tab, Professional Development. From here, you need to click on, as you can see on your screen, a red box. Sign up for free resources. There are 3 different options on there. Click the option that best suits you. You will be required to fill out the application form, which takes 2 minutes to complete. Apologies to those who have already done this. You will be asked to click which year group, which programs you like, and which resources you would like. The most important thing is, if you do not wish to have that resource, you do not need to click, just move on. However, be sure to push the Send My Information to Young Enterprise Trust button. This will send your information to us here in Wellington, and you'll receive a copy in your inbox. You will then receive a second email. This has a unique log-on to the Resource Centre. Many of you may have already skipped this step and actually come to this part. The Resource Centre, resources.youngenterprise.org.nz, is a web address. Make sure you bookmark it. This is where you will download all those resources I've showcased today for free. Your logon will be the same. You'll have a username and a password. So for example, my name, Rochelle.Collinson, and my password will come through to me from the support team. I will then go ahead and change it. However, should you forget, you can contact the support team who will change it for you. Once you are logged in, you're directed to the My Home page. Wherever you go in the Resource Centre, you can always go back to your home page easily. The link to your personal home page is always on the top left-hand corner, just under that Young Enterprise logo. The resources you have access to are shown in the main body of the page. So on the screen there you can see, surrounded by the red box. Click out any of these resources, just click on the one that's most relevant. You can preview the resources online and download them for use in your classroom. Just a quick note about downloading those resources. The way that works will depend on the type of computer and internet browser that you use. For example, when you click on a resource, you may get a pop-up window like this one at the bottom of the page. Or the resource just may automatically download, like here you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. You can open it, save the files to your system, and modify them should you need to. Usually the options for downloading files can easily be configured, so ask your school IT administrator if you have any problems. We are here to help, and on the screen now you have your contact of the support team, our Head of Junior Enterprise, who also manages the Startup Program, that's Yolande Rosario, and Lucy Weimer, our Enterprise Advisor. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in today, but most importantly, we hope that you can get up and going with your startup. We are very grateful for the ongoing support from Helen and her team at Magpie Media who have brought us this webinar today. All the best for your enterprise teaching in 2014, and we do look forward to working with you. Many thanks.
Great, thanks Rochelle, and thanks everybody. I'll end the webinar for us all now and count you out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.